the inventory of your scars, in particular the ones on your face, which are visible to you each morning when you look into the bathroom mirror to shave or comb your hair. You seldom think about them, but whenever you do, you understand that they are marks of life, that the assorted, jagged lines etched into the skin of your face are letters from the secret alphabet that tells the story of who you are. For each scar is the trace of a healed wound, and each wound was caused by an unexpected collision with the world. That is to say, an accident, or something that need not have happened, since by definition an accident is something that need not happen. Contingent facts, as opposed to necessary facts, and the realization as you look into the mirror this morning that all life is contingent, except for the one necessary fact that sooner or later it will come to an end. You are 3.5, and your 25-year-old pregnant mother has taken you along with her on a shopping expedition to a department store in downtown Newark. She is accompanied by a friend of hers, the mother of a boy who is 3.5 as well. At some point, you and your little comrade break away from your mothers and begin running through the store. It is an enormous open space, no doubt the largest room you have ever set foot in, and there is a palpable thrill in being able to run wild through this gargantuan indoor arena. Eventually, you and the boy begin belly-flopping onto the floor and sliding along the smooth surface, sledding without sleds, as it were, and this game proves to be so enjoyable, so ecstatic in the pleasure it produces, that you become more and more reckless, more and more daring in what you are willing to attempt. You reach a part of the store where construction work or repair work is underway, and without bothering to take notice of what obstacles might lie ahead, you belly-flop onto the floor again and sail along the glass-like surface until you find yourself speeding straight toward a wooden carpenter's bench. With a small twist of your small body, you think you can avoid crashing into the leg of the table that is looming before you. But what you do not realize in the split second you have to shift course is that a nail is jutting from the leg, a long nail low enough to be at the level of your face. And before you can stop yourself, your left cheek is pierced by the nail as you go flying past it. Half your face is torn apart. 60 years later, you have no memories of the accident. You remember the running and the belly flopping, but nothing about the pain, nothing about the blood, and nothing about being rushed to the hospital or the doctor who sewed up your cheek. You did a brilliant job, your mother always said, and since the trauma of seeing her firstborn with half his face ripped off never left her, she said it often. Something to do with a subtle double stitching method that kept the damage to a minimum and prevented you from being disfigured for life. You could have lost your eye, she would say to you, or, even more dramatically, you could have been killed. No doubt she was right. The scar has grown fainter and fainter as the years have passed, but it is still there whenever you look for it, and you will carry this emblem of good fortune, eye intact, not dead, until you go to your grave. Split eyebrow scars, one left and one right, almost perfectly symmetrical. The first caused by running full tilt into a brick wall during a dodgeball game in grade school gym class. The massively swollen black eye you sported for days afterward, which reminded you of a photograph of boxer Gene Fulmer, who had been defeated in a championship bout by Sugar Ray Robinson around the same time. And the second, caused in your early 20s, when you drove in for a layup during an outdoor basketball game, were fouled from behind and flew into the metal pole supporting the basket. Another scar on your chin, origin unknown, most likely from an early childhood spill, a hard fall onto a sidewalk or a stone that split open your flesh and left its mark, which is still visible whenever you shave in the morning. No story accompanies this scar. Your mother never talked about it, at least not that you can recall, and you find it odd, if not downright perplexing, that this permanent line was engraved on your chin by what can only be called an invisible hand, that your body is the site of events that have been expunged from history.